See if I can find, where are we? Okay, so who all's here today? This is just kind of a spur of the moment. I tell you, I was actually in the process of talking myself out of going live today, and I thought, no, we're going to do something. I've got so many Valentine's supplies. I really need to use them, so I thought, what better day? We're just going to do something quick, okay? All right, so as you come in, be sure to let me know you're there. Let me know how you're doing. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Okay. All right, well, we're going to get right into it. As I said, I'm just going to make a quick Valentine's arrangement today. I've got several of these little, they're just like a rustic tin can type of container, and it's about 4 inches in diameter. And I've gone ahead, I've stuffed it with some foam. I've put a little bit of moss around, and I did my bow, and I added this bow here, and that's about as far as I've gotten. I haven't glued on the bow yet, so I want to make sure that I like it first. So, but that's how far I've gotten. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Thana and Cindy. How are you guys today? There's Sarah. Let me see who's over on TikTok. Hey, Patty and Peggy. There's another Patty. Gary. How are you guys doing? I tell you what, it warmed up today and all of our snow is melting away, but it's freezing outside. The wind is, I have to have roses. And I hope that, are we still live here? My films or videos doing something funky on my end. Are we good? Hey, Phyllis. I have to just use my phone. Um, but anyway, I think of roses. So that's what we're going to use today. I've got some larger roses. I think I brought a bud even, like a rose bud. Well, it's kind of almost a bloom. And then I've got some of these smaller mini roses. And I get some of these every time I go to Hobby Lobby. I try to buy some of these because they're just such good filler flowers. And they have them in several different colors, but I grabbed those. And then I really didn't, I wanted another, like a white flower. I didn't want baby's breath, but I really didn't have one that I was thrilled about. We'll see how it turns out. But I've got these little daisies that's probably my first choice of what I have available here in my stash. I just grabbed some others. This kind of looks like baby's breath. I don't know what they call it. And then I've got this little, it has some berries here. So we'll throw one of those in too. And then I've got some different greens. So anyway, let's get started. I'm just going to grab some of this. I'm going to just kind of green this real quick. And I don't want it to be real large. I just want it to be kind of small and compact. I've got this eucalyptus that we're going to use first. I'm trying to separate this out just a little bit. These are what we call pushers. You know, some of them are fixed, the greens, but this is what we call a pusher. You can move these things up and down, which I like that. So what's everybody doing on their Friday? Getting ready for a busy Friday evening? Any good plans? We're usually pretty low key here. I think my husband's up in his chair trying to go to sleep. Trying to find some good shows, you guys. We're running out of shows. He's been kind of watching, oh, you know, there's a bunch of documentaries about back whenever they had the crash, the housing crash and crisis back in, when was that, 2008? And he's been watching lots of shows like that. But we're running out of shows. We like murder mysteries. He likes the country, like the westerns. I don't really like those. I used to show horses that was what I did for a living. I showed horses. And so I can't watch any horse show, like horse movies or TV shows without critiquing how fake some of the horse stuff is. And he always gets mad at me. He likes them. I don't. All right, I'm just going around greening this, like I said, kind of filling in the edges here. So you guys been watching any good shows lately? We've got all the usuals like Netflix, Prime. We are on YouTube TV, which I love that. Does anybody else do that? I really like it. What I really like is that you can save your shows. A lot of shows. And even go back and watch the ones that before you even did YouTube TV. All right, now I think I want to put one up in the center probably. Trying to get all this fluffed out. They've been in a package, they've been wrapped up, and so they're kind of stiff and one-dimensional. Alrighty, this might be too tall. Yeah, let me cut it down a little bit. Hey, Connie. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Sarah, I saw you bought the ribbon shirt. It should be on its way to you here shortly. Happy Friday. That's right, Barbara. Hey, Vanita and Janet. Just got the message that I was live. Yeah, you're on our text list then. I almost forgot to send it. Watching the old survivors. That's one show I can't watch it when they're eating the stuff. That grosses me out. Oh, thank you. Tap the screen, please. Yes, thank you so much. Barbara's been busy all day, relaxing now. I think that's what I'm going to try to do after I get done doing this, but I've been working on getting, I've been talking about having our spring workshop, and I've been trying to get all that stuff done, and I still don't have it all set up, but I'm almost. I don't know if you guys can hear that. He's up there having a sneezing fit. Trying to get the tag off of this without tearing it up. I wish they wouldn't put plastic or like adhesive on these things, because you can't tear it out like this. I'm just barely touching it, and the coating on the stem is coming off. We'll try to bury that within the arrangement. But anyway, I'm going to start out with these two. I didn't show you guys, I've got this sparkly heart. And I wanted to use that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this hanger off because we don't need that. A little bit more. Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Nancy. When I had on in my mind what I want to do before I actually start doing stuff. I think my internet's working odd today. Are you guys having? Is it going on and off for you guys? I know my screen has been. Like I said, I don't want it real tall. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the heart in first, and it's styrofoam. So I'm just going to take a wooden floral pick and insert it that way. Let's see how I want to do it. I want it kind of sideways. Okay. And then I'll turn this around and show you. There's a definite front and back to this container. There's a seam that runs down through the canister in the back. So that's why I put the bow up here on front. But I'm not skilled enough to design backwards most of the times. Okay, all right. So I just put that in. I like that heart. I've been trying to use it in a design for a while, but just haven't had the occasion. Let's see. Got a long stem on here. I'm going to cut it off. And I don't need the greenery. This is a good stem, though. I'm going to save this. We'll use that for something else. All right, and like I said, I'm just placing it, kind of eyeing where I want to go with it. I'm thinking I want to put it right down there. So I'm going to cut it even shorter. And this is a Hobby Lobby rose. They've really got some nice florals in the finer area. They have ours separated out. I don't know if that's like that all over. They've got ours separated out. And you have like the finer florals, and then you have the the everyday. Yeah. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Are the flowers real? No, but they sure look like it. They're real touch. I mean, even if you touch them, they look real, but they're not, and they won't die. they'll last forever. So, oh, thank you, Melinda. The audio's breaking up every few minutes. I don't know what the deal is. I recorded a tutorial today, and even when I was doing that, it was acting kind of funky. Don't know what the deal is. So, okay. I had that other large rose I was thinking about putting in, but I don't think I'm going to. Let me look here. I think I'm going to maybe, let me see. Well, I do like that. Yeah, I am. I changed my mind. And like I said, I kind of scratched up the stem on this one when I was trying to get that tag off. Let me see if I can get this one off a little better. This last time I wasn't ready. I just tore it off and it took the hide with it. So it's got to take your time, I guess. There's still a little bit of sticker on there, but you can't see it really. Okay, now, yeah, I like it like that. And once I insert it, I'll turn it around and I'll show you what I mean here. I like that you can kind of get a glimpse of the other rows from behind. And then it won't be as one-sided also. It's probably still a little bit tall. Yeah, I think we'll put it about right there. I'm just dipping it in my glue over here. Goodness. The stems on these are pretty thick. That's why it's a little bit difficult. I should have probably put a hot pilot hole in it. Went a little higher than that. Okay, like that. But yeah, these roses, they look completely real. I want to tip this off to the back just a bit. Okay. There we go. Hey, Fredna, how are you? All right. Hadn't seen me for a long time. I've been here. Fredna, I tell you what, though, I've been pretty regular on Tuesday evenings. I changed my Tuesday during the day. I changed that to evenings. And then I usually go Thursday or Friday, or just depends. Okay, now let me see. I think I had that third rose, but I don't think I want to put it in. I think we're going to leave it just as is. And let me see what else. Like I said, I wanted to put another little filler flower in. I don't know. Let me look here. I'm just trying it on for size. Now this was going to be my last pick, but I think that's what we're going to do. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, I think this is the one. I really thought I was not going to like that together, but I don't want to take too much of the attention off of the roses. They're so pretty. I think this is the way to go. And I almost left them back in my stash. I almost didn't even bring them up here. I don't want a whole bunch of them. Just enough to give just a little extra interest. Let me see here. And, so many people always tell me, I'm so afraid to work with florals, but you know what? If I put this in there and I don't like it, or it looks bad, I can take it out. That's what I tell people. all the time. It's like everything's undoable. I want it in there a little closer. I'm going to turn it or bring one of these off. Like I said, I don't want to steal the thunder from the roses. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to just insert those way in deep. I'll go right there. That's the problem whenever you're working with these small arrangements. It's really hard to get your hands in there sometimes. So that's why I keep picking up those needle nose pliers. Got this one that wants to hug up against that rose, and I don't want that. I want to, there. Okay, I just put a little bit. I still need a little bit more of this. I just put a little dab there, just to, like I said, just to kind of lighten it up just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thank you. I'm going to put a little bit more just down in this area. I said, let me. And actually, I think I can just glue this in. Or use a floral pen. That's what I'll do. Let me get a floral pen here real quick. Yeah, for as little as I am, I've got man hands. I think it's from all those years training horses, pulling on 1,200 pounds at a time. But it makes it difficult working with these little arrangements like this. Let me see. Okay, there we go. You just got to keep tweaking with it until you're happy. Oh, thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you. Oh, gosh, Fredna, you've been in a slump with the surgeries. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Where did this filler come from? That's from Hobby Lobby, and they also have this in different colors. I know they've got a pink, they've got the white. I think they have a yellow. They might have other colors too, but yeah, it's a really nice filler, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, I usually don't use the whole stem. There's a lot of stems on here, probably. Well, let's see. There's 3, so 9 stems, and I usually cut them up like this, so you get a good value. Oops. All right, let's see where else we're going to put some of this. I'm gonna kind of outline that rose there. And you guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I look every now and then and see if there's any questions. I'll answer them as best I can. And I know a bunch of my group members are in here, so if you see something You know the answer to, by all means, go right ahead and answer. All right, I'm just going to go right in this little hole right there. Okay, just put a couple of them right here. All right, let's put a little bit. I'm going to put some of it back here in the back. Even though, like I said, I'm treating it like a one-sided, I don't want to ignore the back. I can put a longer piece back here. This is probably a little bit too long. Maybe not. You can also push those down. You know, if like, for example, right now I've got some up here that's a little bit too tall. I'm just going to push them down on that stem a little bit. Okay, so I just put a little right there. We'll put a little bit down lower. And this is one I'm just going to use a floral pen to put it in there. Okay, there's that. I feel like I'm going to put just a little bit right there too. Not very much, just one of these little sprigs. Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any questions I missed, guys. Has the sound evened out? I haven't seen it freeze any on my end. Is it doing better? Oh, thank you, Melinda. Thank you. Oh, Dorothy, I have to put it, I always miss. And like I said, if you want to, we do have a text alert system. I'm trying to grab the number because I don't have it memorized yet. It's 1-877-861-8753. Say it one more time. It's 1-877-861-8753. And I try to remember to text people a little bit before I go live. I promise I'm not somebody that's going to be texting you all day long. That's just not my style. but if that way you can be alerted. So, oh, thank you guys for all the follows. I appreciate. All right. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Beth. Hey, Nan, how are you? Thank you so much. Yeah, the replay will be available on Facebook and YouTube. So, All right, let me see what else I want to do. Not a whole lot. I don't want to crowd it. I just wanted something. I was thinking something cute. Cute, somebody that likes little rustic things. Um, I have some ferns. Let me see here. Might put some of those in. And then I've got some others. I've got the rose leaves. Look here. Oh, here's some. I think those are too big of a scale. They're too large. I'm not going to use those, but maybe the ferns. Well, and I've got this too. I don't like that. I'm going to use these little ferns here. Not very much because I don't want to pack it in there. And I'm hoping they won't be too big. And this one's a pusher too. You can move it up and down. On this fern, I always have a hard time telling which is the right side. I think it goes this way. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I don't know. These things, they look a little bit large to me. Yeah, no, these are not going to work. They're too big. Do I need another one? I usually put, well, 2 or 3, preferably 3 different kinds of greenery. We're going to go with this. The scale of the leaves are a little bit better. Like I said, I thought that fern would work, but it's just too large. I'm just going to cut little trindles here and there just to kind of break up. This other greenery is plastic, and I don't like to do a whole lot, just all plastic. I like to break it up with some silk, and that's what this is. Let's see. Used to, when I first started out, plastic greenery, you just turn your nose up at it. But nowadays, you can find some really realistic plastic greenery, and it's a lot more durable. Okay, I like that. I'm just going to sprinkle some just through, just to get rid of a little bit of the plastic look. Okay. Need to look and see how big of a piece I need. I know I can't fit my hand down in there for this. Okay, I need a little bit right down in here. Actually, I need it probably a little longer. And this piece might be too long, but we can always trim it down if we need to. Yeah, I'm hitting something. I don't like that. It doesn't have enough green down there. I think all my green's on the inside. So we're going to have to get a pick. I need just a little bit more length on that. There we go. I just want it curling down over the edge there a little bit. There we go. Finally. That one was being stubborn. Right. I feel like I need one more piece right there. That one went in just like butter. Now that'll, since I've got that now, that allows me to cut this one off. I don't like the way that looks down there. Okay. All right, so that's what I've been doing. I've been working on filling that little space down here. It could still kind of tuck in just a little bit. And now I'm just going to bring just a couple of pieces back here in the back. I don't know if I can reach that in there. I'll put a pick on it. Okay, so I just added that right there, and I'm going to put another one over here on this side. Just to kind of fill in that back there. All right, I'm going to give it a quick look here. I think we're done. So easy peasy. I love it. And really, I mean, just 2 flowers and the heart, and then just fill the rest with greenery and some fillers. Easy peasy. All right, I'm going to look and see if I have any questions here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Sound seems better. Good. Yeah, I don't know what the hiccup was there. Oh, thank you, Carol. Carol, I'm going to name you my secretary. Carol, we had our freestyle live video last night, and I don't make a supply list for that, but I do tell people the SKU it's in our private group, and Carol was writing down all the numbers for me. I appreciate that. That fern, no, that fern is from Greenery Market, Phyllis. Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. Oh goodness, Carol. Sounds like everybody's got pains here, there, and everywhere. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Hey, Barbara. Oh, thank you, Nicole. How much will this sell for? We're not allowed to say on TikTok, but I do have it listed in my Etsy shop, and it just says made on live video with today's date. But I wish I could tell you, but I can't. And I've been struggling enough getting banned. but yeah, Leopold, if you look in my bio, if you see my picture there, if you go to my bio and click on that, then there's a link on there for my Etsy shop. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the follows. I really appreciate it. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for you today. And as I said, I'm finalizing all the details for our spring centerpiece workshop, and I'll be releasing that and opening the sign-ups this weekend. So look for that. I'll put it on all the places I go. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, of course. And we'll learn how to make designs like this. I mean, we go over the elements and fundamentals of floral design. And this year I'm going to throw some fresh in. So there's that. And even if you took it last year, some things we'll have to cover and go over just at the beginning, but then, the designs are all going to be different. So, okay. All right. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me this evening. Like I said, this was kind of the spur of the moment, and I appreciate you being here. And I will also make an announcement whenever I get that spring centerpiece workshop opened, and hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.